and welcome back to South of Midnight. This is part 2 in what's probably going to be 3 parts-ish, guessing, by how long the first portion took us. But very, very excited to come back to this game. I had a really hard time not coming back to it last night, just playing more myself, but I'm like, nah, I want to share this with people, because this game's a lot of fun, and it deserves to be shown off to people. Because if you're not sure about it, I got it on Game Pass, so if you have Game Pass, congrats, you have this game, you should absolutely play through it. You can hang out and watch me play through it. If you don't have Game Pass, but you want to experience the story and the gameplay, I don't promise quality, I promise play. But the game's a ton of fun. The animation style, like if you watch here, you can see the crow, the rabbits, the cat on the chair, any movement with kind of like living things, whether it's animals or the monsters or the characters even that you play, is kind of done almost in like a stop motion-esque style, so it's really cool that way. The sound design in this game is incredible, the music, the writing, the story, but let me just, instead of talking about it, let's show it off. Let's just play the game. So we're going to jump in to Chapter 6, Hush Hush, Sweet Cherie. The game is based in, I'm guessing, Louisiana. They don't say the state, but it's like Cajun accents and culture and kind of stuff, so you're going to hear that here pretty quick, as we might be redoing the intro. Depends when the game's saved, exactly. That's a crouton.
I hope Bunny isn't there, because that'd be awkward.
So in part 1, if you haven't caught up yet, in part 1, there was a storm, a big hurricane coming in that knocked our house down the river, and we're chased our house down the river, lost it, and our mom was inside the house. So we'd been trying to find our mom the whole time, and we've been running across people, and we have these things that adjust the... Here, let's go into just some characters. We play as Hazel, our mom is Lacey, Trey's our dad. We have some friends like Bo, Mrs. Pearl. Bunny's our grandma, who might be the big bad or might just be influenced by the big bad. We have yet to see that. Some ghosts, some folks who have experienced some traumas, who were actually going through and healing, which is the story of that. You'll see as we go through how that kind of impacts the actual gameplay. Because we had like Father Swopes is the father of Jolene. And Jolene actually went back, and because Father Swope had this gator, Two-Toed Tom, who he would train to be a mean gator and almost like tortured Jolene with. And he went back, and Jolene tricked the gator one night into eating, or at least killing, Father Swopes. And then the gator got loose, or Jolene let the gator loose, and he grew gigantic. So very cool story to see so far. But a lot of the language that's taken... Here, let's see... Cosmology, yeah, so we see these strands throughout the world, the grand tapestry, and we are a weaver who can see the grand tapestry, and we use these tools, these hooks, to heal knots, and the language they chose nails it so well. The stigmas are these bad things. The stigma is the result of the grand tapestry warping due to trauma. So stigmas come from trauma, which is a really cool language choice there, right? When they're trying to tell a story about that. But let's, again, enough talking about it, let's just get into it, and we'll kind of see through demonstration. And if you didn't join in the first section, there's also a upgrade system. Speaking of, we have enough to upgrade. Unleash strands, damaging enemies in a wide area. Ooh, that's nice. Or we can just make stuff stronger, I'm guessing. Damaging weaved enemies with rending step. Amplified attack, amplified rend, or aerial rending heals you slightly. Alright. Cast strand push, just 4 attack to inflict weave on the attacking enemy. That's good. Weave kind of detains them for a bit. Or stuns them, basically. And they take bonus damage. Weaved enemies take more damage and cannot move or attack for a short time. So tethered strand inflicts weave on impacted enemies for a short time. That's when we attack after a pull. Okay. While crouton is controlling enemy, it deals the increased damage. Yep, let's just do that. Crouton's our little friend. He's our childhood stuffy. And in combat, you can throw him at an enemy and he'll take control of them for a period of time. And that little, like, the sound bits that I noticed towards the end of yesterday, like, yeah, this little jump, but when we jump, nothing. But when we do our double jump, because we're using some of that strand power, so it kind of get that echo.
Look at all that stigma. All right, time to get to work.
And the upgrade system uses, well, it might be my favorite word for an upgrade currency in any game. It uses floofs. Yeah, so Crouton, this is Crouton. These are homemade stuffy that our mom made for us as a kid, because we asked for like a store-bought one, but mom made us this one. And so we can control them and do little areas called burrows. It's back here. Like I said, it's worth it. It's worth exploring so you can get those floofs to get the upgrade. Nice. So that's what we got there was some floof. Hey, look, tall grass. Do you think we can hide in it? Some more floof. There's a food creator, Dylan Hollis, who uses floof powder.
The stories you hear about that Maui.
I wonder... Okay, so maybe that's where this chapter will end, is the mountain. Flash flood warning. Sheriff Willis. Combat section.
Y'all are in my way.
Nobody else? There's gotta be something. Control E. See how that's a lot of damage Crouton does now. It is on a timer though, yeah. Yeah, so we got different abilities. We have we can throw Crouton at something and take control of it. We can stun something and make it take more damage. We got a push and a pull. So we clear out the Hanes, and that clears out the Stigma, leaving usually 2 paths. One forward story-wise, and at least one forward usually. Or its little bonus areas. More floof. And yes, there is exploding mushrooms. wall running. So I was reading an article, and I just joined Blue Sky, by the way. Look for David Winjack on Blue Sky if you want to follow there. But I was reading an article, and it was talking about this color blue. Like this color blue that's painted on the walls. Apparently this color, I know it looks kind of greeny there, but it's the paint that it's based on is a blue color that slaves in the South would paint their porches to wear off spirits. Kind of like Rhubarb did when we first met Rhubarb, how we said, oh, blue hags don't like blue. So essentially we see that color around because that marks a safe space, or it's like a signpost, essentially, right? So on walls that we can wall run, we see that color painted blue. On the ledges that we can lift, we see that color painted blue. So it's not just the, you know, the old trope of, oh, you know, the yellow ledges, you grab the yellow ledges. There's actually meaning to it, which the fact that the devs mushroom the fact that the devs, you know, went to that amount of depth, again, super impressed with this game.
Nice fishing spot. Real peaceful out here when Hanks ain't trying to get me. Another one of Mama's things. What else did I get wrong about you? Is that?
Something else from the house.
No way.
Trey always thought he'd give his wife Bunny's ring. But she refused. Swore I was after the flood money. I'd never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways. We chose something more to my liking together.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought.
That's cool. So that's our mom, Lacey.
Damn it! The road's washed out.
So we gotta clear that first before the jump then? Excuse me 1 second. Quick break. Sorry about that. Heard the doorbell and had to make sure. Hadn't been expecting anybody, so I had to make sure everything was all good, which everything's good. Just somebody leaving flyers, so.
Huh? Did the storm crash the boat?
See, these things are little anchors that we can tether to. Then we get our jump and glide after them. But more floof. There's always more floof to be had. Don't want to run off this little island. Just there we go.
Can't see a stigma knot. It's got to be here somewhere.
Bunnies, no. I mean, I just knocked down a barn door. So I can see why they'd be frightened. Ooh, another spot for crouton. Okay, so these are starting to get a little more complex, apparently. Alright. I was gonna say, hopefully those actually weren't hurting us, like in the outworld, in this area. Did that unhide anything over here? Another little health pickup. So we get 3 of
grab that.
these.
Need all the help I can get.
We get 3 of those, we get more health. Health bar grows. Annabelle. We need this sale to go through. Between the weeds waging war on our biggest leaves and the lack of good, reliable folk to lend a helping hand, the tobacco business ain't what it used to be. Here's hoping Bunny Flood don't look too closely at our numbers. Lord, I don't ask for much. Don't let one bad harvest sink our family name. Abernathy.
You don't stay that rich by being kind.
Okay, so that was... Is it the same barn? It is, okay. Okay, I can jump over that.
There's Bunny's cottage.
There's,
This gives me the creeps.
there's rabbits around Bunny's cottage, right? That's more lore. Bunny's second home in the hills. For some reason, Catfish believes that Hazel will find information pertaining to Huggin' Molly and her mother in these walls. Huggin' Molly, again, I don't know like Cajun Southern culture that well, but Huggin' Molly is a spirit that would come and steal children away if they misbehave and leave red thread behind. So when we found our home washed up on the side downriver, after we fought Two-Toed Tom, we couldn't find our mom, but we found red thread all over the place. So Huggin' Molly might have come taking our mom in revenge for our mom helping out kids before Huggin' Molly could take them. It's kind of the running theory in game. Yeah, so this is a new Haint. Haint are kind of the, not generic, but the enemies we fight in the combat zones aside from bosses. This one births larva haints and emits a damaging blast, also capable of burrowing into the earth to escape or prepare surprise attacks. Disrupt the burrowing using the weave. I didn't know we could disrupt the burrowing. This is why you always check the notes. And here's Two-Toed Tom. Two-Toed Tom was raised by Father Swopes, Jolene's dad. He was starved and abused and conditioned to associate the sound of a bell with food. His appetite is monstrous and unending. Yeah, look how huge he is. Just yeet him in there. Cool little scenes. The guy actually has little tables and chairs and Stuffy's having tea. Oh, see, this is why you backtrack. There's always stuff behind. And we're almost up our way to another upgrade already, too. Okay, so that's a big fight that way. You see the red kind of shimmer over there? So let's do this first. Well, actually, let's do this one, because we get flu for the fight. So if we do this fight, we should get enough for another upgrade. So let's do that. Time our dodge perfectly, we get a little white burst, which damages. Damages nearby things when we do those white bursts. One more just regular Emily. There we go. So we finished up about where we started health-wise. This should give us enough to get an upgrade. Aces from there. Yeah, also clear all this stigma away. Maybe to get some more? Yeah. Let's do that upgrade. So, dodge twice in quick succession, unravel cooldown. Unravel's cooldown acceleration effect is improved. That's a big one. So when we unravel, when we kill an enemy, it has this little thing there still, and you can unravel it. If you unravel it, it lets all your abilities cool down a chunk, or faster briefly. So let's work our way towards that. Unless there's something... The rest are fine, but none of them do... Like, that's good. The strand push just before an enemy attacks inflict a weave. Because the weave is that thing that stuns them, but then also lets us do more damage. These strands, hold Y. So we kind of get our power attack. There we go. Just the environments and gorgeous like those.
Looks like a lot happened at this old place. Time to fill up my bottle.
Three stigmas around the cottage to clear up. Here's some floof. And we're up to needing 100 floof for an upgrade. Start at 50, then 80, now 100. So here's the bottle tree. So we store patterns in the bottle, and we take those back to the bottle tree. Because the bottle tree kind of holds and takes away your bad memories. It doesn't take them away, it's more, I don't know, in the game, at least, it kind of treats them like this, you deal with them that way. They're taken care of, at least that way. They're never gone away, but they're at least taken care of.
Here they come.
Crouton will stand a couple of hits. Crouton will usually take a couple of hits on an enemy before the damage he's taking kicks out of the enemy. So they said something bad happened at this cottage, so
When
Bunny
your
doesn't
sister
go.
got her dress dirty again, Trey tried to rinse her off in the water. I don't believe Hazel's dad meant to do it. He just didn't count on how slippery she'd be. Bunny never forgive him. In a way, Trey lost his sister and his mama that day.
Oh, no. Did Mama know about this?
Dang. So I think that was supposed to be part... I don't know if they do them in sequence. I think that was supposed to be part 3. So our dad accidentally killed his sister when they were both very young. Cherie is Bunny's daughter and her second-born child who died in a tragic accident caused by her brother, Trey. It was no secret that she was Bunny's favorite child. And we might be... I'm gonna give this a second, but we might be stuck here. So I might save and reload. Just as I think we did these out of order. Yeah. Alright. So just quitting back to menu, reloading, because I think we did something. A little crouton. There we go.
I didn't know Dad had a sister.
We're exploring around first, because like I said, we gotta find the floof. And the sequencing, if you've ever played the Senua games, the sequence of like open world, kind of puzzle platforming, with combat areas reminds me a lot of those, and I really enjoyed those games. Crouton time.
Local honey. Mrs. Pearl swears by it for allergies.
Dearest Trudy, the illustrious journalist assigned to Garden Hospitality's latest profile misconstrued a crucial step in the Flood family mead brewing process. It is of utmost importance to simmer, not boil, the honey and water mixture. You must also take care to skim any scum off the surface as you go. I expect a swift correction and reprint forthcoming. Kindest regards, Mrs. Flood.
The entitlement. No surprise there.
Right, so I'm guessing...
That's not a good sign.
Guessing we gotta clear away the other two traumas, or stigmas, the other two batches here, before we can get into the house.
We're big things.
I'm not locking on, because I actually didn't like it as much. There absolutely is one available. Last one. There we go. Oh, no, one left.
Parents always have a favorite, even if they don't admit it. Bunny's favorite was her daughter Cherie, whom she'd hoped to groom into a force surpassing her own one day.
She wasn't watching her either.
So the favorite child in the syndrome. So the clear favorite was Cherie. Our dad wasn't watching her when her was just trying to help her and she died. Bunny's gonna blame our dad on that one, you know? Third stigma to heal.
Not here.
Dang, taking some hits in this one. I'm sure we'll be fine. Taking some hits. Start getting multiples, that's what gets me. There we go, that should. We're gonna heal ourselves. That'll do it.
Now for another painful memory.
The gazebo. Nothing good ever came in a gazebo.
Even before the accident, Hazel's dad knew Bunny didn't care for him. When his sister got her dress dirty, he was punished for letting it happen. He didn't complain life was unfair. That's just how things was.
Poor Dad. Kids make mistakes sometimes.
Yeah, so because of that, when her dress got dirty, Dad went to clean it in the river and accidents. Okay, so now we gotta run back to the bottom tree. back. Sure, we will fight or deal with whatever that is eventually, and we will look at it at that point.
So loud!
His name is Rue. I heard it say a couple of lines earlier. There's Bottle Tree. Hey, got there. Thank you, Bottle Tree.
Bunny buried every kid she brought into this world. That's gotta take a toll on you.
Yeah, so he said near the beginning that, I even said today, like maybe Bunny's the big bad, but when he first started, I was kind of theorizing, like, oh, or did Bunny make a deal with the big bad, and maybe now kind of just being used by it? Is that what's
Hello?
going on?
Is anyone home?
'Cause Bunny has her own traumas and stigmas. Dear Mrs. Flood, some stories depict the Rougarou. Apologies if I'm pronouncing that wrong. The Rougarou as scorned female lycanthropes who prey on children and devour ex-lovers. Others claim the Rougarou emerge on St. John's Eve to dance at the Bal Gula ball on the banks of the Bayou Gula with their brethren. I'll scroll down the area. My research suggests that Rougarou are born from the bodies of those who have experienced immense tragedy. Anyone who might one day become a Rougarou. Additionally, Rougarou shape-shifting abilities may not be limited to lupine forms. Interviews with Cajun locals suggest the Rougarou may take the form of many different animals, including but not limited to lions, bears, and owls. If you would care to meet for a drink to discuss Rougarou physiology, I would be most excited. Yours, Professor Balfour, University of Louisiana.
Rougarou.
Veil. Nice.
Mama was always sorry we couldn't afford piano lessons.
It's that same spider that was in our house, this thing. That pink one.
Ugh, taxidermy? That's creepy fancy people stuff.
Kinda true,
Bunny looks so proud of her.
and so much younger. Like, I've never been into taxidermy, but I grew up around a lot of it. Small town Saskatchewan. There's stuff in restaurants hanging on the walls.
Foxes crack me up. Screechy little cat dogs.
It's funny because it's true.
Bunny's really got a thing for raccoons.
So I wonder if the animals that we've been seeing, if Rougarou can take multiple forms, I wonder if the animals we've been seeing, the foxes, the beavers, raccoons, birds, I wonder if they're Rougarou. Yeah. That's the thing, like, you look around at this kitchen, you might think this game is based a long time ago. This game is based in the 2020s, like, basically current day.
Granny Couture.
Bless your heart. winding staircase and everything.
There's so much I never got to know about you.
This is Dad's room.
You were both so little. Can't believe that's you, Dad.
I'm not sure how old Dad was when he passed. How old we were when he passed.
So beautiful. Bet Cherie liked that.
Blossoming tree of some sort. I don't know if those are cherry blossoms or.
I bet that tree made for a nice view once. Fit for a princess. Dad never moved past it, did he?
Alright, we got a turn to make at the end of the hall here. Oh, there's one more room to go. I was gonna say, I think we've seen everything.
Definitely Bunny's room. If she's hiding something about Molly, it should be here. Always so put together. Guess it helps her keep going.
Yeah, when you're dealing with.
I wouldn't even recognize her. She looks so in love.
When you're dealing with traumas and stuff, it helps to, you know, have those routines, and being, you know, putting yourself together in the morning can be one of those routines for folks.
I bet Bunny's wedding was the talk of the town. She did look pretty, though.
There's a note. October 15th, 2006. Weavers are the key, capable of extraordinary feats these so-called scientists I've consulted with believe to be impossible. There are documented correlations between anecdotes of a weaver's presence and lowered crime rates in the surrounding area. Such immense gifts should be accessible to all. Shouldn't we all be capable of righting our own wrongs? I will focus on the restorative element of reweaving next. If the grand tapestry amounts to the very fabric of the universe, then to reweave is to turn back time itself, to patch what has been shredded. What wonders can be gleaned from the hearts of creatures torn asunder by stigma? What miracles can be created? This is 2006, and Dad died in 2004.
Restorative, element, grand, tapestry?
Dear Miss Flood, I feel a great connection growing between us. Shouldn't we continue our discussions of the mystical and profound in person? I have a great many sources about the land of dreams and nightmares to share with you, over sweet tea at my Dale-Mons estate. The dark fog in these reoccurring dreams of yours, of your beloved daughter. I dare say I might be the only academic capable of treating your case with the care and respect it so dearly deserves. Yours, Professor Balfour. It's Professor Balfour.
Oh, Bunny. Can't remember when I stopped dreaming about Dad.
Professor Balfour kind of wants to put the moves on Bunny, it feels like.
She loves a sketchy bookshelf. So many of her with Cherie. So few of her with Dad.
Also, she looks kind of creepy in that one, not gonna lie.
Holy. What kind of person needs a room like this?
There's some stuff going on in here.
That's a big-ass feather. What the hell? Why's Laurent in those pictures? Hey, that's my distaff. Patterns, too. Where'd she get all this?
She's been studying some stuff, because we mentioned we could see the weave. From J.L. Patterson, Missing Children. Dear Mrs. Flood, here's a list of children reported as missing in the past 20 years from the Prospero region. Note that all of them have been the subject of investigations by local child welfare authorities. May Barkham, 11, Slaughter State Park, 1985. Knox Billy Granger, 6, June 1992. Grady Ambrose, 9, Gandyville, September 29th, 95. Chester Burnett, 9, near Mary Beth Trace, August 7, 2003. Chloe Drudge, 12, Grave Street, November 2nd, 2005. Please let me know if I can be of any further assistance. My invoice is attached.
Chloe Drudge.
Yeah, we've heard that name. There's some red thread.
Red yarn. She found out Huggin' Molly's not just a scary story for kids.
Oh, and that's what we saw when we were crossing the river near the beginning of the game. Seeing the top, that image in the top left, that picture.
Those poor missing kids. Could have been Molly's doing.
Right, because our dad went missing when he was little, but they found him.
Hang on, Dad? You went missing too? That's a chunk of Benji. All this research on the walls, too. She was serious. What is Bunny up to?
Hi, Bunny.
You just can't get enough of my hospitality.
I'm sorry. I need to find Huggin' Molly.
Do you? What would you want with Huggin' Molly?
She took my mama. Her red yarn was all over our house.
You've been keeping secrets. Why didn't you ask before?
I did. And you didn't help.
You can see strands. And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you? Strange. Your mother never mentioned it. Or maybe not so strange. I guess we know each other's little secret now.
Are you a weaver too?
Oh dear. Why don't we have some tea? Ugh. Let me get you some fresh clothes. My pig factory is no place for a girl like you to be cavorting.
At least it's clean.
Now, what do you know about Huggin' Molly?
I know she takes children and leaves red yarn. And I've heard that you know a lot about her.
Yes. She stole your father once when he was young.
Really? How'd you find him?
Oh, Molly meant for me to find him. Trey was just bait, you see. It was me she wanted. Molly can't abide weavers because we mend the chaos her kind likes to create.
You don't think
That Molly took your mother to lure you? Yeah. I never found where Molly really lives, but I suspect Laurent Baptiste knows.
Laurent from the juke joint?
Friend of yours?
Friend of Mama's.
Curious. Laurent won't talk to me. I seem to have an unfortunate reputation among his crowd.
I could try.
The garden gate will take you to his place. Do let me know how it goes with Molly. I'd be most indebted if you find her.
Oh, I'll find her.
Just giving all kinds of weird vibes. One minute she's like starting to be sympathetic. Now like
Molly
grabbing the
took
wrist and
my
like,
dad,
let me know. I'd be
Bunny got him
indebted.
back. I can get Mama back. Can't let Laurent get to me. Gotta find out what he knows.
So does Molly like have something on
And
her?
at the end of dreams, you breathe. But now the leaving's done, and we still go on.
So I do like the new outfit. Gives kind of like Southern Belle, but at the same time, like, don't mess with me vibes. Because it's like the, you know, the lace and dress look, but at the same time, it's the black and gold, which is a great look, I think.
What's that freaking blowfish talking about now?
And then she went right in that house. So I said, Bunny Flood will fillet you as soon as look at you. Oh, Hazel! Well, nice duds. You been promoted at the Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, hey, Mr. None of the Floods, come to the cottage.
Oh, you don't mean. You run into Bunny Flood and live to tell?
Mm-hmm, and she's helping me find Huggin' Molly.
Oh, out of the goodness of her heart, I'm sure.
Bye, Mr. Fox.
So what, y'all in cahoots now?
First off, cahoots. Second off, there's nobody I'd rather be less cahooting with.
She always did want to get her hands on a weaver.
I think I can handle my own grandma.
So now you a flood. No, I wouldn't have helped if I'd realized.
If I'm a Flood, it's in name only. And if my last name makes Bunny believe that I'm on her side, then I'ma use it.
Well, you sure can scheme like a real flood. But you sure it ain't Bunny using you?
I can take care of myself without your help. I do need to get to the juke joint. Could you maybe?
Oh, you don't need my help. No, you a fancy flood weaver now. I wouldn't want to get your new dress all slimy.
I didn't mean...
No, you take the path. There's a tree up yonder you should see. Bunny visits every year on the same day. Might tell you a little something about who you're in cahoots with.
Hey! Cahoots.
We got a little attitude-y there.
He's worrying about the wrong thing. Bunny ain't nearly that bad.
Our life force moves from thing to thing in the orchard.
That's the tree catfish meant. Oh, Bunny.
Yeah, there's some stuff going on around that tree.
Flowers every spring, every spring. Our life force moves from thing to thing. Time is slow.
That's where Cherie is buried.
In the orchard as before, bringing flowers every spring. See, nothing's ever really lost.
The music, man.
It's like the tango itself is crying.
They say the soul lingers a bit with the body it belonged to. And so it was with Bunny's baby Cherie. Bunny's dream of crafting her daughter into her own likeness, a power spun of unnatural means, was shattered. But she never lost hope she'd bring Cherie back to life someday. She stole the Benji tree's heart for its magic, to keep her daughter trapped here instead of going where it is baby souls go. I don't think she ever considered what Cherie would have wanted.
Did Bunny steal magic from Benji's tree? She must have been desperate. Whoa. wonder Bunny comes up here in secret.
So good.
Sorry I woke you up, baby Sherry. You hush now. Going back to sleep, okay?
See, nothing's ever really lost. Lost.
And I like that. There's not always a boss at the end of a chapter. Sometimes it's just a moment.
While searching Bunny's cottage for clues about old Molly, Hazel glimpsed her grandma's past and felt sorry for her. But what Bunny did was unnatural. Sealing her dead daughter's spirit in a tree? Despite this, Hazel's powers guided Cherie to find solace in the great beyond. Following her lead, Hazel sought Laurent Baptiste, who knew old Molly's whereabouts. But Hazel wasn't keen on seeing him again, given a mauled history with him.
A barman is hard to find.
Better get to the juke joint so I can get back to pretending Laurent doesn't exist.
Maybe they dated at some point. After her dad passed, I'm guessing. Or he did something real bad. I don't know what this hanging purple flower is, but it's real pretty. Wrong one, buddy, sorry. Wrong button.
There's the old sawmill. Juke joint's nearby.
Drop down, over. Oh. The voice is whispering Rougarou. What's this? June 13th, 1922. Found this little runt of a boy, Laurent, wandering around covered in blood. No one hardly talk about what happened, but his ma and pa are dead. He's little, but stronger than he looks. He can move crates and keep a lookout for the fuzz finding the operation.
Laurent? 1922? That can't be right. He must be a junior.
Or a werewolf that killed his parents. That's what my bet is. Or some kind of Rougarou. Big bruiser enemy type.
Oh, man, that's a big one.
on back. Let's take the big guy first. Some good variance in there. You gotta kind of dodge, take shots at him when you can.
That was rough.
So that's where we came from over there. So we got two paths this way. Now that's where we came from. We're real close to another upgrade, so...
Lumber used to be a huge business here. I wonder what happened.
Oh, there's another health fragment. Moonshine. December 29th, 1926. Laurent crashed one of the damn boats on the shoreline, lost 2 crates of liquor. Masterson was yelling at him something fierce and raised his hand to strike Laurent. He scared the S out of Laurent. His face twisted up something fierce. Talked to Masterson, and he's gonna take it easy on the boy.
Masterson sounds like an ass.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Alright, so one more of those. We get another health increase. Healthy. This game should get a lot of awards, in my opinion. Like, sound design? Yep. Art direction? Very good, yep. January 4th, 1927. Promoted Laurent to lieutenant this morning. We all had some drink to celebrate. He's a mellow fellow. It was nice to see him excited. He had a little too much to drink and got to crying about his folks. Masterson teased him for crying. For a split second, his skin went taut and twisted. I'd never seen a man move so fast. He hit Masterson so hard he flew part ways across the room, broke his leg. Laurent ran off.
Jeez.
Yeah, so he's some kind of something. Am I supposed to get up to? Up there? Yeah, up there. Okay. Get this, get an upgrade. B to dodge twice in quick succession. Yep. So next we get the Unravel cooldown effect improvement. We got something else from the house.
How did these keep ending up out here? She held on to this?
Picture of Laurent?
Hazel took that pic of us just after Laurent had cooked us that 3-course dinner. When he felt safe, he had so much love to give. I wish he had felt safe more often. Sometimes he seemed like he was scared of himself.
I remember that day. I saw what Mama saw in him. But he didn't deserve her. I'm really not looking forward to this conversation.
Yeah, platform coming? Yeah, okay. Handy little side paths. You just gotta take a peek. See what's going on. When looking for Laurent, he's been missing almost a week. I found him bloody and naked in the woods. Looked like he fought a puma. Started babbling, saying, "Sorry, sorry, please let me stay. I won't do it again." I told him he's got to keep those feelings at bay, even if I think he was justified in lashing out. Mastis is an a-hole. I brought him back to camp.
Sounds like he really cared about him.
Don't think I can get up there right now. So we got Laurent to learn about. Cherie, Cherie's second daughter, who died in a tragic accident caused by Trey. Laurent, owner of the juke joint, Lacey's ex-partner. Nobody could make Lacey laugh like he did, not even Hazel. But when he up and left her mom, he was out of the picture for good. Also got the brute enemy types now. And the Cherie tree. In her grief, Bunny used a chunk of Benji to bind her daughter Cherie's soul to a tree. Though baby Cherie's spirit was lost and confused, Hazel was able to restore her, finally bringing the peace she had long been denied. The dark forest rises from the bucolic hills, stretching to the infamous Duke Joint, a dense stretch of mixed woods. It is a place that most in Prospero don't venture into. People speak of strange creatures and going-ons in the forest and tend to give it a wide berth. Wait for them to go. There it is. I don't know if it's coming across, but like in my headphones, there's like voices whispering Rougarou. Oh, you gotta make the platform before you can jump onto the platform. It says go that way and go the opposite. 1930, May 7, 1931. I found Laurent, what, 10 years ago almost? He's shot up like a beanpole. A good boy. I swear he's aging slower than the rest of us. Where I find gray hair and new wrinkles every day, he's still got that baby face. He's been learning the business well. I think he could take it over. So age is super slow. Was around in 19-diggity-2. Some kind of stigma around here.
Can't let you slow me down.
Some health. so we haven't had to find these before, so that's a new wrinkle in the tapestry, if you will. There it is. Oh, there's even thread in here.
Got it. Stigma's clearing up.
I don't see any other way to go other than the way we came in. And obviously, you know, the exit. October 23rd, 1934. Prohibition was repealed. No one needs our moonshine and bootleg wine. Demand is way down. I'm thinking of heading out west and find my fortunes there. Asked LeBron if he wanted to come. He politely declined. Said he's going to make something of himself here.
Remember, it's the 21st Amendment, because you can't drink till you're 21. Gonna have to find a way to get up there.
I didn't grow up having to remember the amendments, but that's a good way to remember that, honestly. Not seeing any other way to get up there. There's no anchors. I cannot glide all the way from the roof of this house. Was that my voice saying my name? Okay. Let's not pull the train car towards us. It's red cable. Crouton. Time for crouton. Start a generator. Thanks, buddy. I mean, yes, we did it, but still, thanks, buddy. I think that's everything we got, so now let's open up the gate. Train, yeah, and this is how we access that platform we couldn't earlier. Rolling the train car up to it. On here, train car.
There it is. Man, it's been a minute since I've seen Laurent.
The juke joint. Stay on job until whistle blows. No little hidden stuff around here, none that I'm seeing anyway. focus here. It's the jazz joint, so the music picks up that jazz. Oh, like, so many cool aspects of this game, but like the sound direction, I guess is, I don't know the exact role, but whoever's in charge of the sounds in this game, the little hum when that happens, the music is amazing.
We ain't open. Hey, didn't you hear what? Hazel? What are you? You've grown.
It's been a while.
Yeah. How you doing?
Do you know where I can find Huggin' Molly?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Bunny said.
Bunny. As in Bunny Flood, your absentee grandmother? Explains why you dress like that.
Whatever. She's just trying to help me.
Right. Because Bunny's known for giving you a helping hand.
This is different.
I saw how she treated you and Lacey.
And how did you treat Mom?
I treated Lacey well.
Until you didn't. You just up and left us one day.
This is grown folks' business. You a child. This ain't for you.
I ain't no damn child. Do you know how sad she was when you left us?
It was complicated. There was a...
Don't make excuses.
Hazel?
You didn't deserve her.
That's enough. I need you to leave.
Did you even care? What was so wrong with Mama? With us?
Nothing. Nothing. It's me. It's always me.
Laurent?
Hazel, no! I'm not safe. Get out!
Oh, dang. What? Giant owl?
Shit! Maybe I can reweave him. How long has he been like this?
I need to tell Lacey I'm sorry. I can be better. I can let her in. Sometimes I see her walking around, but I can't speak the words. All I think of is the sorrow I caused her and Hazel, but each time it gets stuck in my throat, choking me. She deserves so much better. I don't know if I can change. I've been this way too long.
He really did love Mama.
Alright, let's take the new door. New door dropped. Where are you at?
Filling the bottle will clear up everything. Then I can reweave Laurent.
More bottles.
Company houses.
Company town, eh? Oh, because the lumber mills. Yeah, it's gonna be a company in the south, so it's gonna be a company town. So, company town was when a company would house you and feed you and give you a store and blah blah blah. Let's read this first. I can feel my time on this earth coming to a close. I'm going up yonder to be with my lord. I hate to leave my beautiful boys behind, especially Teddy. He's hurting so much, but won't show me. Thinks he's got to be our rock, but even the hardest rock can be worn away by the streams of grief. I know he goes and cries. I've known him half my life. I can't hide from that. Can't hide from me that easily. I should talk to him about it. He's gonna have to be a good example for Laurent. They will need each other.
All we got is each other. What's it like knowing you had to leave it all behind?
Dear Mr. Baptiste, first, we appreciate your many years of service, which makes this decision much harder. We received your request to swap company scripts for cash to help pay for your wife's medical billing. Unfortunately, the company is unable to comply with your request at this time. Our policy is firm.
I can't imagine how hard that must have been. All that work for nothing.
Yeah, so you moved to this lumber town, and the company gave you some place to live, and they gave you a quote-unquote store and whatever, but you got paid in company scrip, which is basically imagine if Walmart made their own money, and all the Walmart employees didn't make Canadian dollars, they made Walmart dollars, and you could only spend them in Walmart. And your housing was owned by Walmart, and you paid your rent in Walmart dollars. But if you wanted to go somewhere else and buy something, you didn't have the cash to do it. Because you got Walmart dollars, and nowhere other than Walmart takes Walmart dollars. Why would they? So the whole town with a store that, yes, again, sold things, but they sold it for company script. It's kind of... If capitalism had what capitalism wanted, they would all be company towns and stores and things of that nature. They didn't actually have to pay you money, you just work for them. It's essentially the smallest step above slavery. We've been passing around the hat to try and raise company script for Thea. Teddy is devastated, picking up extra shift after shift, working harder than a cat in a mouse factory, but it just ain't enough. The church took up donations too. We ain't raised much, but we ain't raised nothing either. Everything helps.
Folks passing around the same $20. Tell oldest time.
I'm watching, you know, I do the Extra Life fundraiser thing, and I don't raise $1 million, but I don't raise nothing. Every little bit helps.
Hurry up! I ain't got all day.
Was that just the last one? Yeah. Oh, okay. The next wave of the spawn took that one out. So yeah. And in the story here, they're trying to get the company script converted to cash so they can spend it on hospital bills to help Thea, I'm assuming their wife.
Each time Laurent saw that sawmill boss drive by in a fancy car, he felt like a knife was twisting in his belly, cutting deeper each time. That man wouldn't even miss the money that could have saved Laurent's mama.
Rich folks don't never change.
Upgrade available. So get that stigma conversion. Make stuff cool down quicker. I think that's a good one. Watching Thea waste away is killing me. She's gone so thin, I can lift her like she weren't nothing. Her smile feels so weary and her eyes feverish all the time now. Try to be strong, but sometimes I gotta come out here and cry. I don't want her or Laurent to see me like this. I cried in front of them once and they felt they had to comfort me. It ain't their job to worry. It's mine.
Just like Laurent.
Feel that?
Couldn't share that burden. I could feel how much he loved them both.
And that's one of the hardest things that, you know, a person can do, because there's that whole thing about masculinity and you can't work, people
That
worry about
sawmill
you.
used up their workers like they used up the forest.
But and that I firmly believe that asking for help is one of the hardest and bravest things a person can do. Because, you know, I've had to ask for help, and it's sure as heck not easy. But people care about you, and they will help you, and it's okay to admit that and talk about that. So, but even me saying all this doesn't mean it's ever easy to do, even for me.
All that stigma. But how am I supposed to get in there?
Supposed to send Crouton in. Let's go, little buddy. All the red yarn. Hello, Mr. Fox. Can I pet the fox? Bunny. See what I mean when I said the living things are kind of animated like that? Because even the fox and the rabbit there were animated in kind of that semi-stop motion style. Okay, so not yet. Get this into place. Okay. And it's just there? Okay, so no combat to do that one. Neat. I'll mix it up. I appreciate that. So it's a little thing, but
On his
very
mama's
cool.
birthday, Laurent ran away, crying out like a wounded owl. Daddy always warned him not to show his pain. You got to hide it, Daddy said. Push it down and bury it. But in the heart of the woods, Laurent found himself consumed by it.
Sometimes I want to go into the woods and holler too.
Yeah, so it is an owl. Some kind of stigmatized owl.
All that hurt with no way to let it out. He was just a boy.
Well, let's go do that combat now.
Just can't leave alone.
Is Crouton still there? Got it up? Let's take that brute. Let's take that brute. That's why I don't always like to lock on. Got 3 of our 4 abilities up. Brute's awake. save me there. Where's that healing? Where's that go? Thank you.
It's heavy work, but
The brutes are a bit of a task, but they should be.
Daddy barely got out of bed or washed most days. Laurent had to catch their dinner or go hungry. He was all alone, trying to press down on a wound too deep to mend.
poor Laurent. He had to grow up too fast. Looks like that sawmill boss came to a bad end.
Did the bridge collapse? Because the car's on top of the bridge here. Kinda. Last one there. Okay, so we did this. Yeah, we did this one already. Ow. I don't think we've been here. Nice, just in time. There, now that color's looking a little more blue. Before it was looking kind of green when it was on the wall, but you know what they're trying to go after
It's
anyway.
gonna take forever to build a nest this big.
Well, it's the Ron's nest. Or something's nest. Just because Laurent's a big were owl is what I'm calling it. Doesn't mean he actually has a giant nest. Could mean that, but it doesn't necessarily mean that. arrowy ones. That's what I've chosen to call them. They're called something else in reality, but that's what I've chosen to call them. Alright, now we just got the big boy left. Bonus damage in there.
Am I ready for this?
Gonna have to be. Sometimes you gotta be ready.
A child's heart ain't big enough for all the sorrows that want to fill it. With a doctor, Laurent's mama might have lived. But Daddy only got paid to accompany script. And doctors only took cash money.
Mom always said Laurent had a tough childhood. Tough doesn't even begin to cut it.
Yeah, so you get that multi-generational trauma. So there's no fault at all of Laurent's.
Yeah.
Even she's getting, oh, I'm not getting tired of it, but she's gonna be like, yeah, sure, whatever, you're big and scary. These sequences are cool, and they're all different enough, too, because of their different areas. Not even different worlds, but just different areas in the world are all unique enough that they make these chase sequences different as well. Like, mechanically, they're all very similar, obviously, but you run from the thing that's chasing you. Thank you, Bottle Tree. Thanks, Bottle Tree. Thanks, Fran. And I think the game deserves a lot of credit. I'm giving it credit. We're running from our own trauma. That's what I'm predicting. We're running from our own trauma.
Well, I'll be battered, fried, and dipped in grits. I just seen a Rougarou.
That's Laurent.
Well, best not run into him again. We'll find Molly another way.
No, I need to reweave him like Benji and Tom.
Says who? Laurent ain't some kind of tree or big gator.
Bunny said.
Bunny, with her newfound kindness, sending you after a Rougarou to find Molly. A little odd.
Spit it out, fish.
Look, there's whispers of Bunny in these swamps and hollers. Dark magic. A corruption sprouting from her house.
She might have her reasons.
Reason enough to send her granddaughter chasing after danger when her mother might not even be alive?
That's enough.
That was the fish crossed the line. We've been wrong. The catfish crossed the line there.
I'm sorry.
I've got this far, ain't I?
I know you want to see her, but just be careful out there, all right?
Never seen a blade so big. Might come in handy with these roots.
I see what we're supposed to do here now. Start the saw. Move the saw.
Sorry, trees. I gotta get through.
Ain't getting through those vines. Those vines is something else. Story bits. Lost a few workers due to that accident on the 25th. They had been complaining about that machinery needing to be repaired. Now we're behind on this month's production.
Bastards. Save a penny and lose a life. Oh, big man in charge with a nice office.
Next month, we are cutting everyone's hours by 12%. We will still require the same amount of output. Also, let's go the 3 most senior loggers to free up salary space. The wife is nagging me about buying a house on the Gulf with an ocean view. Ongoing. Dismantle union talk. Push company credit. Eliminate local something. Union busting back in the old days. Owl. I'm like, that's put there on purpose, quote unquote, by hand.
Laurent missed his mama so much he couldn't stand it. He went to fight the factory boss to tell him off, but his daddy tried to stop him. And when his daddy saw the death of Laurent's pain, that's when he got mad. The boss was always afraid of his workers. That's why he kept a gun in his office. He didn't mean for it to go off.
No.
Probably.
You point a gun at something. You don't point a gun at anything, you don't want to die.
Stop the bullet from punching through Daddy's skull, ending his life in a blink. With his daddy's blood dripping down his chin, Laurent couldn't hold his feelings in anymore. They burst through his skin like feathers. His anguish seemed to lift him up into the air. The terrified sawmill boss drove away as fast as his fine car would go. Laurent flew after him, carried aloft by currents of his own torment.
Oh my God. Laurent couldn't help it. That man orphaned him. I wonder if Mama knew Laurent's secret. Laurent may be a lot of things, but he's not a monster. He told me it wasn't safe. He was trying to protect me back there.
I break my bones, I rend my skin, bricks turn to dust, and rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold, just myself to blame.
Should be enough for an upgrade. That's 90, we need 10 more.
Don't look down. Oh, don't look down.
Still afraid of heights. All the things we've seen and fought and done. Still afraid of heights, which, yeah, I get it. I don't like heights either.
upset you. I had no idea. Whoa. Stop! It's me! It's Hazel! You don't have to let this consume you. I can help you.
That man
Oh, we don't gotta fight, LeBron.
hurt me, all to make me a man. He laid the first brick on me, told me to square up my shoulders, boys don't cry. Brick by tears, stained brick, I shook my head inside. Then my uncle got to a scream about the proper way to raise, boy still a boy. Daddy was a strapping man, my uncle's tall and ready. Like a hawk would win it. Gun, get him in it. Get him in.
Hey, watch it!
Okay, gotta double dodge out of that. We know. Trays of 3.
Don't do this, LeBron! Let me help! Where are you?
So we can dodge out of that. So we run one way, we gotta counter the other way.
That my foundation should, walls fell down suddenly. This is what it's for. I was God and screamed my loud. Beast and man, I turned inside out.
It's not the trick. Get some damage quickly there.
Please!
It's gonna be the same. Let's hug a wall.
Just
A
look
wall.
for the eyes.
So we hug a wall. As soon as we see the eyes, we start running. The wall. See the eyes. 3, 5? It's either 3 or 5. 4, one more. 5. Even like during all that, he's doing the line and everything. That's so cool.
to dust and rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold just myself to blame. I break my bones, I rend my skin. Bricks turn to dust and rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold just myself to blame.
Almost over. One more hit. There we go. Beat the Rougarou.
LeBron? Are you okay?
What happened? Where are we?
You got mad. I tried to reweave you, but I think something went wrong.
No. This is me. This has been me longer than I care to remember.
I'm sorry. About what happened to you with your mom and dad.
When my mama died, it broke me. But when that man came and took my daddy from me, I don't even remember it fully. Came to, covered in blood, haunted by what I had done.
I can't imagine going through all this alone.
Maybe this pain just festers in me. I try to keep it pushed down. I don't want to hurt nobody, especially you and Lace.
I mean, I remember her laughing a lot when you were around. She was happy then. I could tell.
She saw me too clear. I felt laid bare. Scared me.
Scared you?
I spent ages hiding this shame and hurt inside. But then Lacey saw me. Flaws and all. She still cared. Felt like juggling broken glass. I was just so scared I was gonna mess things up. I just pushed her away.
I think that hurt her more.
I know. Earlier, you came to ask me about Molly. What was that all about?
But when the hurricane hit, the river took the house with Mama in it.
She all right?
I found her house, but I couldn't find her. And then I saw a ton of red yarn laying around. I was told that was Molly's doing.
She has, Lacey. She must be hurt.
Can you take me to Molly's lair?
For Lacey? I'll take you as far as I can go. But I never managed to reach her lair.
Thanks, Aran. I appreciate you.
Four wing design on that, so cool. There's catfish.
Hazel asked Laurent about Molly's whereabouts. But mentioning Lacey stirred him up, turned him into a giant owl. Hazel was shocked to see someone she knew transform him into a creature. Using her magic, she reweaved Laurent's old wound, bringing him back to his true self. But the guilt and shame would take its own sweet time to fade away. Once Laurent got himself together, he and Hazel headed for old Molly's lair. But Hazel felt uneasy. Even a giant creature like Laurent seemed unsure he could take her all the way.
Chapter 8. Their eyes were watching.
Thanks for the ride! See you around? Molly's up there in the witch's nose with... These hills won't stop me. Just hold on, Mama.
All right. We're going to take a quick break, quick bio break and refill my water. Do what we need to do. Going to run some ads while we're doing that. So we will be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, enjoy this commercial break, and we'll see you soon. And we're back. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out through that. But let's now have a look at Chapter 8. Their eyes were watching. We just finished with the wrong. Now we're on the hunt for Molly. At the Witch's Nose, this mountain. It's a cool name for it.
Hey, do you guys know the way to the witch's nose? Is that a wind tunnel?
Jump into the gust of wind, then use the left stick to navigate in these wind tunnels. Creatures, Rougarou. Older than he seems, Laurent was unable to process the loss of his parents and transformed into a version of the Rougarou. He has kept those he loves, especially Lacey and Hazel, at arm's length for fear of losing control around them. Company Town is where the workers of Feller's Row were required to live. Rather than being paid in treasury currency, they were paid in company script that was useless outside of the town's boundaries. The juke joint used to be a part of the old company town. Laurent eventually bought it, wanting to remain close to where his parents died in the seclusion of the forest. The old sawmill stands as a crumbling monument to a once bustling timber industry in the region. The highest mountain peak in the region, known as the Witch's Nose, is said to be haunted by many a creature, Hug and Molly among them, according to Laurent.
Whoa! Thanks for the boost, guys.
That'll do. That was cool. So we're gonna get some more of that in this section, I'm imagining. Oh, and the chase will be through that? That'll be cool when the chase is through that.
Oh, shit!
Not a ton of camera control through this is the only negative thing, but... Excuse me a second. There we go. So the wind tunnel part, definitely cool. I was kind of wondering if we would get that with the glide kite. Oh, dang it. Oh, I can get back there, yeah. That's why we look around. Delta 346, we haven't seen signs of Thomas. Found some weird tracks headed towards Witch's Nose. Child's footprints next to something? Many-footed. Never seen anything like that. Have a bad feeling. This don't feel natural.
Many-footed with the stolen kid.
Delta 346, we were trying to cross a ravine. Fontaine fell, broke his leg, and shattered the sat phone. We stayed the night. Around 2 a.m. I heard something big outside his tent, but didn't pay it no mind. Next morning he yelled for us. His leg was wrapped in that red yarn we found the other day, and almost completely healed. We're getting out of here. This reeks of that old magic Grandma Hale used to speak of. Jackson.
Red yarn. That's hugging Molly.
Slide time.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
New job. I was working a contract job. Thanks, Trauma. Appreciate it. But I was working a job. It was a contract job. They extended it. They really, really wanted to keep me, like genuinely. But there just wasn't money where there needed to be money for another position. So it was a year contract. Got extended for a month. Got extended for another month. While they were looking, they were even looking in other departments to find me a job, but just couldn't find it. So now I'm on the job hunt. I'm taken care of. I'll be okay. I got some pay, but I am definitely on the job hunt. Yeah, I mean it was a big raise in pay from my previous job, so that helped. But also I come out of it with a lot of good experience and a good-looking resume in the area, and I really enjoyed it. So it was something cool. It was in learning and development. Basically, I worked for Best Buy, and I was designing trainings that people from Best Buy do, from like retail associates all the way up to managers and CHQ folks have to do. So it was a cool way to put my education degree to use outside of traditional education structures, because you follow a lot of the same philosophies and that kind of stuff. But I also got to do like video editing
Back
and
down to earth.
like video editing, kind of design decisions in that space. Working with like animation software to make that. I scratched the creative itch as well. So I really like that. It opened up possibilities, and now I have a great-looking resume in the space, and I've sent in a couple applications, but applying for jobs nowadays, you know, a lot of work. You gotta throw a lot of stuff at the wall before something sticks. So in the meantime, hanging out. Playing some games. Having fun.
Something else from the trailer. What's Mama got to say about this?
What's this? Baby Dino Boo Boo Bandage.
Always bring a first aid kit. Wish I didn't have to.
Oh, I thought it was a kid's book.
These kids need more than a Band-Aid can fix. Oh, something's gotta change. Jolene said she might know a way. Someone outside the system.
Those poor kids. They should have had more than a colorful bandage to comfort them. Mama cared so much.
Raccoons.
My flame is so low,
this game, not just the sound effect design, which is also great, but just the songs, the entirety of everything you hear in this game is great.
Cause life is a fight to be
Where are we supposed to go? Let's collect the floof. The upgrade floof. Getting up this now. New enemy typing. What's this? Fast.
Why is this one gotta have so many arms?
Right. We'll take one over, see what it can do. Definitely a fast mover. I don't know if it's meant to be more of a caster or like a rogue type thing. My D&D brain goes right there. Oh, it's a protector. Okay. Thank you, Trauma. Appreciate it. Doing my best. I'm also doing my best to be healthy about it. And like, if nothing else, I'm certainly not above, you know, I'm not exclusively searching for high-paying corporate jobs or whatever. But I appreciate it, thank you. Certainly not above, you know, just put in support if that's what's needed. Get that thing up there. The floof.
counting the strands at my own pace. We are all connected, running a race. The world is not that simple. Journey must be in.
This cave must lead to the mountain caves.
Yeah, if nothing else, I'd like to... Let's read this. Delta 346 found a note in kid's handwriting. Said, "I'm safe and fixed. I don't want to go home, please. It's better here. Sorry about your leg." It's a little heart. I don't know what to do. I think we're gonna call to search. That's what my heart's telling me. I hope this is right.
Can't believe they just left that kid out here.
But yeah, it doesn't have to be something in learning and development. I do like that. That'd be great, especially, you know, money is needed to pay rent, so something in the same pay realm would be nice, but I have some savings, and they're taking care of me, so I'll be okay for a few months coming out of it.
Trying this fight will be won.
Gotta be something up here.
Almost there.
What's that? Okay, that's the floof. And now we can just jump over here. Longer climb, but now we have floof. I've worked retail for a long time, 15 years retail. This previous Christmas was the first Christmas in 15 years that I didn't work Boxing Day or Black Friday, like, you know, in a retail environment.
That's lovely.
This game's so pretty, too.
Hope this leads outside.
Is that the chapter
Exhausted,
already?
the wrong guard Hazel as close to old Molly's lair as he could. But with her growing power, she soared into a gust of wind. Imagine that. As she got closer to the house on the hill, the hair on her neck stood up. But to find her mom, she'd have to go through the haunted holler.
That was a quick chapter, holy cow. That was like half an hour. Chapter 9 of Webs and Woman. Because there's 14 chapters in the game, so my goal was to finish either chapter 9 or 10 by next hour, almost 2 hours? 4-hour stream today.
Gotta be close.
I got some stuff I wanted to do this evening, so. But we'll definitely be finishing it tomorrow, either afternoon or evening. Do I risk it? No. It's there for a reason. But I don't think I can jump that far without one of the anchors. Yeah, no. We're good.
What happened there? Could be tied to hugging Molly. I'm coming for you, Mama.
Bunch of yarn, yeah. Floof power.
Man, that's pretty. Mama would love this view.
It's one of the things I appreciate about gaming nowadays. Like, you can have the ultra realistic looking stuff, and you have a number of different ways to achieve that. But you can also just do your own art style and have it still be gorgeous. That's coming up later, I suppose.
Well, somebody's enjoying themselves over there.
I was gonna say somebody's singing.
Oh, hey. Whoa.
Good?
Whoa, easy.
Can I help you, son?
Yeah. You know anything about that creepy old house up on the hill?
Sure do. Sure do. Yes, that was once the home of Hug and Molly, the nasty she-devil who plucked all the little children in this here holler right out their bed.
You see how it's that
Oh, yeah. Pay
stop
them good
motion?
and use
Look,
their guts for
love that.
galluses.
It's so cool.
Me, they call me Itchy. I'm the only schoolboy she ain't never took. Ain't been easy reaching my golden years out yonder, but this here holler's better than old none.
That's a nice story. You mind if I take a look around?
Oh, sure don't, sure don't. You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low, low price of $1.
Oh, buddy.
You take debit?
How about one of them gewgaws?
Oh, no can do. Family heirloom. Maybe I could, I could write you a good review online.
I'll just take my payment at the pearly gates. Be sure you study them educating signposts I put up around the holler.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
His little fishing chair. I'm definitely gonna have to look up more about Hug and Molly. Oh, that's... you could... fire bad. Okay, if that's fair. Because it's got the kids choir here singing in the background. A little rhyme
This
about her.
place seen better days. You're not welcome.
My friend take care of help reduce that cooldown. I wonder what happens when I take them away. Yeah, it was just... I ran dodge into the wrong corner with that one. Should just about cover it. Come on. You have to do a pull while not grab, which makes sense.
There's more to this thing.
Alright. Starting covering Hug and Molly.
Live in the holler, calloused hands and hearts. Ever grown up itchy turn to treat the children like nails or wheat in a hammer. His pappy, well, he did worse. Come night, itchy dream about peculiar angels who'd enfold his aching body into their soft, heavy wings.
That's so heartbreaking. Itchy must have felt so alone.
So that note we found was probably from Itchy. He said, oh no, I don't want to come back. This is better. This is better. Maybe.
I can't believe no one helped him.
Oh, whoa. How did we get 180 floof? Alright. Strand blast, increased damage across a wider area. Oh, we don't have many upgrades left. I mean, we're over halfway through the game, so that makes sense. Speaking of, there's another 10.
That red yarn. I'm on the right track. Oh, I'll clean you out.
weaves them too. That'll do. Where's the... There it is.
One by one, Itchy's school friends changed. They talked about Miss Molly, that old recluse who nobody'd ever laid eyes on. But them brave enough to venture into her house on the hill came back with toys and treats and clothes and weren't hammered down. Itchy couldn't help but reckon about all the possibilities his old pappy had beat him out of.
Oh, she must have been baiting them.
Because they had little boar stuffies. And remember, back to Bunny's house, our dad had a boar stuffy on his bed in his bedroom.
So many folks in this holler failed these children.
Time for crouton. Oh, that's just a move. Right in the butt. In the fluffy butt. I'll call you Fuzzy. See, Fuzzy and he a bug. Okay. I was wondering, like, we ain't getting anything for that? It's like it's some kind of daycare type facility. There's more. Or it looks like a schoolhouse. It had a big happy sun painted on the front, so. Oh, and there's the bottle tree. Okay, maybe happy is the wrong word, but you know what I meant. Damaged, weaved enemies with heals you slightly. Strand, push just before an attack hits to inflict weave. Pull, inflicts weave on impacted enemies for a short time. That's a good one. Because we pull them in, hit them, they get weaved, which not only stuns them, but increases their damage taken. So that's a solid play, I think.
Let's see. How do I get in there?
It's time for crouton. That credit card vert. MVP crouton. Let's go. There we go. Get the Jenny going.
Typical Lauren office.
But there's floof in it. Managers, there is mandatory overtime this weekend before the break. No exceptions. If people are unable to commit, they will not receive PTO. I expect to hear numbers by end of day.
Reminds me of my job.
PTO's paid time off.
Please.
Everyone called it an accident, but Itchy's eyes hung on a red yarn wrapped around the body. The morning prior, he'd swung by the house on the hill, but hadn't found the soul. Strings of red had led him to a crackling fire, where he'd spilled his secrets, even those about his pappy. Today, the summer heat roasted his pappy on the concrete.
Red yarn. Just like the trailer.
So he talked about his dad, and how his dad would beat him. Just to no one in particular. And then Hug and Molly killed his dad.
I can't believe Molly killed Itchy's dad.
That's back where we started. Where's Itchy? Oh, he has a quad. Nice.
Molly looks terrifying here. What does she want with those kids?
Is she protecting kids?
Not right. Fouling up the church.
That difficult with help.
Show me what else happened.
Alright. That was... We might just be getting better at combat, too. That might be what's happening. Let's see.
With his pappy gone, it was only natural Itchy would do what he'd been raised to do. He blamed himself. If only he hadn't spilled his guts to Miss Molly, maybe the man who hurt him could have found something to love him. He sought some divine absolution for his guilt, but someone else would listen.
Itchy shouldn't have had to bear that guilt. It ain't his fault.
Molly, Spider lady. Windsurfing chase.
You were tenacious, little one.
This is my only option. I had to find her.
Yeah, there it is. Just like we were figuring. Oh, there we go. Like I said, not a lot of camera control during those segments. Trying to constipate during these. Thorns. You can see the bottle tree bubble. Bottle bubble. Bottleable. I know we did a lot of it earlier, and we're not quite done yet. But I was hoping that we would get more windsurfing during this section. Oh, we got one section. That's probably how we're gonna finish. That looks like the end to Elden Ring, kind of, the DLC. Right into Bottle Tree. Hey, Bottle Tree. Hello, Fran. Thank you, Bottle Tree.
Oh, Lord. Itchy? Itchy! You know I can hear you, right?
Well, it's a right relief the tragical tale of Hug and Molly didn't scare the skin off your bones.
Oh, no. I love the tour. Just one question. Why didn't she take you?
Well, when old Molly came around and attacked my daddy, I put up the fight of my life, and done won it, too.
It's just... I read once on this website. Didn't she kill your dad?
Are we supposed to be able to see Itchy?
Here watches them damn true crime podcasts.
Wait. I came all this way to hear your story. The real story, Itchy. Come on.
I'm gonna give the game's fantastic. I'm gonna forgive it for this being mixed up.
This here holler made them mountain peaks feel as snug
Invisible
as teeth
Itchy.
on a bear trap. Something I come to realize about my school friends, they wanted to be took. Even by the devil's conjures.
Itchy.
Some nights I still see him. Up that there mountain. Figments of my imagination. And I do yell out, I wish Molly took me too. Could've if I chose, but I didn't neighbor much with courage. Never could figure out how to fit all that on scraps of wood.
Itchy. You're just a kid.
Happen on any money, Summers?
What?
For the ticket?
I thought that we settled that already.
Wasting my time up here doing nothing.
Yeah. God, he's been up here alone ever since. Blame it himself.
Almost press drop right there instead of jump. It's really cool that, like, through the game, you know, it's talking about healing traumas and stigmas and this, but it's also, she's kind of just talking to everybody about their stuff and, like, apologizing or telling them, like, with Itchy, hey, you were a kid. Like, you were a kid, you were getting beat. You were just talking to somebody about stuff you were going through. What somebody else did in response to that, it's not on you, fam.
Ain't got no time to think.
Taking you? Playing a little fast and loose here. Not purposefully or anything, just realized I've been hit a few times. I'm like, oh, maybe I should try and bring it down a little bit. The guy we took over took that one out all on his own. Thanks, friend. Bye.
I'm so close.
Oh, that's where we were. That's the combat that we saw from back in. Okay, got it. The game does a really good job of that, looping you around and you don't even notice it.
This has gotta be it.
Molly's
With word
house.
spread of what Itchy said regarding Molly, the Hollow folk decided to pay her a visit. They'd always been afraid of the tales surrounding her eerie house on the hill. But instead of an old recluse, they found a monstrous creature. Terrorized, she fled from the house and holler, but not forever. Hugging Molly came back for the callous children, one by one enfolding their aching bodies into her soft, long arms. Except for Itchy, who had driven Miss Molly away.
She destroyed so many families. I won't let her destroy mine.
Oh, there's some. I knew there'd be some floof around here somewhere. There it is. That looked like a jumping off point rather than a piece of metal we can blow over to get some floof. There's toys and candy and... Did you get them?
What did she gain from taking those kids?
We haven't touched on some of the lore in a while, so let's see. We got Itchy is the only child who wasn't taken by Hug and Molly. Like most in the Holler, he endured neglect and abuse, but he's never left. Overseer, that's... able to create Stigma Shield to protect other Haint in the heat of battle. They can revive defeated Haints. Oh, before they're unraveled. Yeah, definitely target them first. Always take out the healer first. The Holler. At the very edge of Prospero, the Holler is all but dead, with only Itchy inhabiting its desolate remains. The community was cruelly exploited, and their troubles were heightened by unsolved missing children cases that spread out to nearby areas. Pure Pine is the old cleaning solution factory in the Holler, which employed many of the children's parents and paid them far too little for their labor. After the children were taken, people began to leave the Holler, and the factory eventually shut down. Miss Molly's house. The Holler's children went to Miss Molly's house and voiced their pains and their abusive parents caused them outside her door. Lured by stories of her perceived kindness, they often returned with clothes and food. Their parents' resentment for Molly grew.
From causing so much pain.
Miss Molly, where'd you go with the other children? Why'd you take them and not me? I don't got any friend left. Can you send them down to play sometime? Sincerely, Itchy.
Must have been confusing for him. Poor kid.
So this is that scene. We saw Hug and Molly near the very beginning of the game when we were crossing the river. Lacey Winston, Prospero Social Services. Ah. It is my immediate recommendation that Matt be transferred to a foster family as soon as one is available. He suffers from malnutrition, he has not been to school in a month, and both of his parents suffer from addiction. He cannot thrive in this environment. I know the county is low on potential foster families, but his situation requires immediate attention.
I didn't know Mama came way out here. What was that? Sounds like it came from the mountain.
So maybe that is what it was, that Molly was mad that Mom was helping kids. Is that Itchy? Itchy singing?
That can't be good. Where is she?
Looks like a chunk of our house.
What the?
Oh, it's a
That looks like
playset.
our house. And that's... Mama. What is all this? Wait.
Molly.
Hugging Molly? What are you doing? Hey, get off of her!
He wrecked it.
So you did take her. Give me my mama back.
Oh, the large lady. Slide? Slide. Oh. Okay, that was close. Fucking Molly's real house.
Where's my mom? Molly carrying a kid? I've got to stop her. Can't let her harm that kid.
Okay, 90, we're almost at another floof grade. Oh, that's the anchor. Okay, I thought that was the floof for a second. And now we can get another floof grade. All right, so what do we want? The weave or aerial rend heals you slightly. Yeah, so we can weave them. Aerial attack. Let's do it. Heals are a good thing. We haven't run into troubles with health yet, but you never know. That's a big one. 20.
Who lives up here?
Kids.
How many of you did she take?
Is it true that a lacy woman is coming? I never seen a woman made out of lace. I wonder if she's a giant spider too. I can't tell if the new kid is pulling my leg or not.
A woman made of lace. Is he talking about Mama? Was she
Lacy
helping
woman.
him? Hey, this was mine. I remember putting it in the giveaway box. What's it doing here? Mama? It's beautiful. But why is it here?
Is she helping the kids? Is she working with Hugging Molly and Hugging Molly saved her? Children's Village. A cluster of shacks and houses where the children Molly takes are kept. Perhaps in quiet defiance, the children have decorated with the things they cherish most. Because the lower, like, a lot of times these stories be to prevent kids from misbehaving, right? Oh, they'll punish you, but so far all we've heard about Molly is that they're helping kids who are in abusive situations by removing them from abusive situations. So, is it that bad?
Can't make it across.
right on into that one. Oh, there are little climbing boards. There we go. We're back at 50 floof already, too, in a very short amount of time. That's real colorful. So I'm gonna look around for some more floof here. And that's all river. Can't really get up there. Nope. And nothing. Swing and a miss.
Huh. What are these for?
That's a large book.
Jeez, that's a big lighter. Probably need some gas.
Ah. There we go. Some lighter fluid in it.
Oh, that's hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Oh, because we were making, I thought we were trying to burn the brambles. But we were trying to use the hot air to float over it. Got it.
Need to light that gas again.
We need to make the gas flow from somewheres. From where's though? Ah, oh no, that's just that. Down here? Well, we're going down here anyway to get the floof, so. Face first into a spike. All right. Doing good. Ah. So we did have to go down here anyway. Okay, now we can light it and get where we're supposed to be going.
This is spooky.
All the pinned up children's clothes, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Catfish would hate this place. What in the world?
It's real big. I don't like it. It's real big. No thanks. I miss something? No. Okay. I was probably too late anyway, even if I did. But
Gotta find a way to open that door.
that door. Know how to get there now. Let's get this roof. We're at like 75-ish now. 95, jeez. Yeah. We might get another level before Hug and Molly even. This way. Then up. I feel like I'm playing It Takes Two or something.
Only up there can do the trick.
How do you light the gas? How do I start the gas? I know I need to go that way. I need gas before I can go that way. Look at me like looking around so I can see stuff. Oh, there's a thing for crouton. That's because, oh, the tube. Probably follow the tube to get to the gas that the tube cut takes. Would make sense. Perfect timing. Never didn't have it. There we go.
Let's light this bad boy. Well, shit. All right, I can squeak through that gap.
There's our upgrade. Ah, there's only one upgrade left. Pig? What's the constant thing in pit? Well, not constant.
What the heck?
But so many things. It's one of the monsters. One of the haints.
No, no, no. Mama, wake up. Mama, please wake up. Please. Wake up, Mom. I'm sorry. I tried, Mama. I really tried. It was you. It was you!
house from Returnal with the ring around it like that.
Molly, woman in white.
The water's rising.
Snatch you up if you go out at night. Way down there and over yonder. Stay close to home and not wonder.
Can't get away from me that easily.
Something I appreciate, they didn't use the B word right there. Right? Not that I have a problem with cursing, but like, there's also other
Done with you.
connotations around that word. So I appreciate their restraint in that case.
You don't get to run away.
There we go. Another slide.
There you are.
I hope we end up jumping into her face. Kinda cool.
Gotcha.
Mash. Can your tweak off for massive damage? Get that heal while we can. One more. Mash on the red spot on the mouse. Smaller combat area, yeah, the last section.
Oh no. Water's getting higher.
Hold and crush you is a game she played. Molly, Molly, all in white. Her grip is fast and Molly, Molly, keep
You'll answer for what
Oh,
you do.
the song,
and crush
music.
is the game she played.
Game's still so good.
I won't let you steal any more kids.
Her grip is fast and not too tight.
They got kids singing in with the song too, because Molly takes kids. Like, just little things, man. It did scare me the first time a little bit, I will say.
This isn't over.
section.
No more running.
Let's get on a bigger platform. I got some friends that are real into horror movies. Maybe I should ask them if they've heard of Molly. That didn't count.
Yes!
One more.
This isn't.
Okay, so yeah, it does make you do two. Bottles. Bottles. Now they're starting to appear. Okay, so that one, two.
Gotcha!
Alright, last one. Last one.
Right up that.
And it's done. Nice. Very curious as to what the epilogue of Molly here is going to be. Mom's locket. Jinx. Is she friends with Molly?
It's dark. My lungs are burning, full of water and silt. Body breaking in 100 places.
Mama?
A flash of red. Sunrise breaking over the horizon, warming me like wildfire. Mending cracks. Molly doing what she's always done, but I never truly seen. Healing.
Molly was healing you?
You hurt Miss Molly. Lacey woman is gonna be mad at you.
Lacey woman?
She doesn't like mean people. That's why she brings us around Molly, to keep away from the meanies.
She brought you here? The missing kids. The ones Mama said the system failed. Oh my gosh, she rescued you!
You kinda look like her. Except she's nice, and you're not.
Kids will say it, man. No filter on kids.
Molly can save her! Molly! Come back! Molly must have gone this way. She's gotta be close. I'm sorry! Wait!
You're being bad. Stop it.
Molly!
Kid literally just disappeared into the bushes. Now it's the distorted Molly song as like our view of not only necessarily Molly, but maybe a lot of things is changing.
Molly, I'm sorry. You were trying to tell me that you'd saved her, but I didn't understand. Maybe I can fix the... Bunny?
Careful, dear. That's a wild animal.
You're wrong. She helps people. What are you doing? Wait, no! She's a friend. She saved my mom. She's healing her.
Oh, I know. And now, she will save my daughter.
Stop! 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 You're hurting her!
Bunny Big Bad? BBB? She killed Molly.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Watch your toe.
She was only helping.
I have my own family to think of.
Family? Trey? Cherie?
Keep her name off your lips! She deserves the world!
She deserved peace. You could have asked Molly for help, you murderer.
Stupid girl. With this, I can give her life.
You used me.
I did. Why should I borrow when I can just take? You look so much like your mother. But you're just like my feckless son. A mistake.
Jeez, okay. Might have been talking earlier about, you know...
When I was a little old sack fry, folks watched out for me. But besides Lacey, Hazel didn't have nobody like that. Not even her grandma. So naturally, I gave her a helping fin.
A helping fin, huh? Sure. But this part's better told by me. Free falling through the air like that? Betrayed. Scared. But still, I only had my mama on my mind. And I found her. Just to lose her again. Never really realized how much of Mama's world I didn't know about. Discovering she relied on hugging Molly to rescue abused children.
So we nailed that part.
I had it all wrong. Getting her back felt like an impossible dream. But I wouldn't give up on her. She never would.
Get it, Crouton, yeah. Chapter 10, The Light in the Darkness. With Turtle Friend back, yay.
Back again? What is this place?
So I was talking earlier, like when we were near the start of the game.
Mama! I'm here!
About how, oh, maybe, you know, Bunny has her traumas and she needs to heal from them. And also, some people are just bad sometimes. You can heal from traumas, or you can let them do stuff to you like that.
You found Mama? How did you... Hold on, Ma!
Real life or in game, you know.
Hello, Hazel.
What are you doing? Who are you?
Don't you remember me?
Wait. Your voice. The bottle tree. That fog chasing me.
Oh, that's no common fog. Meet me at Kushma's Cabaret. Your mother and I will be waiting for you.
What do you mean? Wait!
Some kind of coin here? Get it, crouton.
She's gone. She's gone and it's all my fault.
Hazel?
You again. I guess you came to gloat.
You feeling all right?
I got everything wrong.
Oh, don't be too hard on yourself. You're one of the finest weavers I ever laid eyes on.
Bet I'm the only one you know.
That don't change the fact that you're my favorite. Hey, what's that bit of shiny over there?
I had this dream. Mama was taken by this man. He had a galaxy in his right eye. He tossed this at me.
Hazel, you better watch yourself. That's Rue, the right-hand man of Kushma.
Kushma?
You never heard of Kushma? The king of dreams and nightmares? Story goes he feasts on dreamers who gets memento from this Rue fella.
Well, if Rue's got my mama, I've got to try and find him.
Listen up. You don't just go strolling through the land of dreams and nightmares without.
I've got everything I need right here. Where's my stuff?
Gal, you don't want to mess with this Rue fella.
Just the little
Gotta
noises.
Get out of this swamp fast.
Not until I find my spindles. Then I'm going to Kushma's one way or another.
I ain't got no time for arguing. Get your stuff back and I'll meet you when I find a safe way out.
I need to find my things and get the hell out of this place.
Hey, we got some lore, actually. Let's take a look. Missing children. After Hug and Molly's demise, the missing kids from her children's village found solace in Itchy's care. While they may never age, Itchy has vowed to look after them until he passes on. Together, they fixed Itchy's holler tour to honor Molly's spirit. Rue is Kushma's enigmatic right-hand man in the realm of dreams and nightmares. Rue is said to make those who accept his mementos vanish. He's appeared in Hazel's dreams since she became a weaver. He's invited her to find him at Lacey at Kushma's Cabaret. Hug and Molly is a deeply compassionate being. She has helped many abused children and uses her red yarn to heal what's been broken. She and Lacey connected over their care of children. One of Molly's final acts was saving the life of her best friend. Kushma, the king of dream and nightmares. They say that folks desperate enough to enter his realm are never seen again. Now we're in the swamp. Molly's lab is where she keeps animals she's found, experimented with her red yarn in various portions and poultices. The abysmal swamp is a backwater of the swamps where most won't venture due to its inhospitality. Oh my goodness, words. Many runaway slaves escaped here in their bids for freedom. Some stayed and lived there before heading further north. And now we're there.
Another one of Mom's memories. My
Shoe.
track shoes.
Those are expensive, so that's good.
I had to miss Hazel's last track meet on account of taking on some extra work. Uniforms, spikes, travel fees are expensive. She loves to run. Says it feels like flying down the straight. I just wish I could be there to see her.
You'll be there. You're gonna see everything I do. I'm gonna come get you, and we're gonna leave Kushma's place together.
those little things, you know, like I don't have any kids, but little things you maybe don't notice or you take one way when you're younger that you learn about when you're older.
Nope. Don't want to know. Gotta get to Kushmas. Even flowers are out for blood here?
These overgrown flytraps are formed when a normal flytrap is tainted by stigma from the Grand Tapestry. Avoid their crushing maws.
Your mama's worried sick. What you got to say for yourself?
I'm sorry, Mahalia.
Mahalia.
Tell that to your mother when I get you back to her safe and sane.
Mahalia! That's her name. The weaver I followed to get downriver.
I have to do like
Seems
a
so long ago now.
quick jump across the planet
Glimpse
here,
of
aren't I?
Mahalia back when I thought catching up to Mama was just about running faster.
Oh, so I got a good amount of time on those planets, okay.
This bog got more twists and turns than a fun house. Found no way out yet. You?
Maybe. You ever heard of someone called Mahalia?
Mahalia? The last weaver? Stories go she had a settlement around here.
She's trying to tell me something. I'm gonna follow her.
Be careful. Not every ghost knows where they're going.
Over here to find some floof. Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, it is. I did not even see that. All right. Oh, it's down below. Okay. That would be why I didn't see it. I just noticed there's no music. There's just like swamp noise, like actual swamp background noise. That's cool.
Gotta catch up to Mahalia.
I mean, I imagine that was done with purpose, because that's how developers usually do things, is on purpose. That's it. It wants us to go that way. And it looks like we're gonna go that way. Okay. Okay, what's the last upgrade here? Purifying Rend. Cleansing Rend deflects increased damage across a wider area and weaves impacted. Okay, so that Rend gets the best it can be. And Crouton. While Crouton's controlling enemy, inflicts weave on its first target. Nice. So it really gets rid of that first target even quicker.
My spindles! They're close.
That's why we couldn't do the things, because we didn't have the spindles. I was wondering, I noticed the abilities were gone. Got the Prospero family set up in the Wellesley's old cabin. It's damp, filled with skeeters, but there's plenty of chain pickerel for every hungry mouth, and nobody to tear our families apart. The townsfolk leave us be, accepting our logs and shingle work for cheap, and we never let a child stray too far into hunter territory. Hope's Crossing has been our refuge for 20-odd years. Here's to another 20 more.
They made it! I wonder if I'm close to the settlement. How'd that end up all the way over there?
I don't know, but Crouton, time to go get him.
Be safe in there,
I don't know if I'd buy a full-size crouton, but I'd like a little, buy like a little, you know, sitting on the desk crouton. Hi, rabbits. Hello. Ignore the stuffy. New magic object.
Feel it?
Okay, maybe just because we got him back. So I just have to... We've read all these already, I just have to get them out of there.
Better now that I got one of my spindles back. Is this the way Mahalia went?
Okay, now there's some background music. Maybe it was playing before and I just didn't notice, I don't know. But I thought that was a cool touch when we first got in here.
That was her again. Come on, I'm ready for it.
Bye-bye. And you. And now you, since you're taking bonus damage. Yeah, just plain old ignore that one. Push has kind of been our least used. It's just kind of been a combo continue or interrupt. That's all it's kind of been.
Gotta find the knot.
So far, anyway. Is there a spot for crouton to fit? Yeah, there is. Right, schmeal. Thanks, crouton. Thank you, Fran.
My spindle is covered in stigma.
Why, though? I'm sure we'll find out.
Do what you do.
I don't know if in canon she's controlling him, or he's just doing kind of whatever he wants, and it's just what he wants is to help her. Turtle friend, hello. Nothing else hanging out in here? No? Okay. Let's unravel and get our spindle back.
Faith, little guy. I'd be totally lost without you.
Yeah, actually, though.
That's the final piece. Rue, Kushma, whoever gets between me and Mama's gonna be sorry they ever crossed me.
Yeah.
What's that?
Alright, so first that. And that. There we go. Oh, because that was supposed to, Rock was supposed to set up the mushrooms. I think is what was supposed to happen there. We didn't need it. We too good, though.
It's a bonfire. Like the ones they used to light on the levee to guide people home. Feels like she's telling me that bonfire's my ticket out of here. And those fireflies. I don't know how this works, but she's never steered me wrong.
Very true. Fill the bonfire with fireflies.
They're flying into the bonfire? I saw a bush earlier. Maybe it's this way.
Two of our best trappers have wed. The boy is a fool in love, and the girl is sweet as honeysuckle. They jumped a broom, and we celebrated with a fire and song. I drank and played the panpipes like an old loon. These are the markings of a good life, these moments. Times get hard, problems grow like weeds, but the fruit is always worth the harvest. Land still ain't done with me yet.
They needed that. Shoot, I need that too. Not a party, just something to keep me going. I don't do bugs. It's your time to shine, Crouton.
It's like this. This part's a little more chill.
Thanks, little dude. Wait. Is this the old settlement catfish mentioned?
I mean, probably. I don't know how many old settlements there are around.
Mahalia lived here. Did she want me to find this place?
Hope's Crossing is a community that formed in the abysmal swamp comprised of escaped slaves that Mahalia led to freedom. Living there was hard, but folks made do, and it was better than having cruelties of the plantation. Mahalia's bonfire served as a beacon of hope for escaped slaves seeking their freedom in Hope's Crossing. Fueled by fireflies that respond to a weaver's call, its magical flames have guided many a weaver to the next step on their journey. That's cool. I don't know, it's just... not the mythology, that's the wrong word, but like the stories behind. And for the longest time, it was an old saying, and it was told from the wrong perspective. History is written by the winners, quote-unquote winners. And for a long time, that meant the people with power. And it shouldn't be told by people with power, it should be told by everybody. And now, in the last few years, partially because of technology, partially because we're finally open to hearing about it, we're hearing more history. And history is one of those things that gets better the more you hear about it, right? And it gets better because it gets truer.
Wish you could have caught fireflies for me when I was a kid.
It's like years ago, you know, there was the big Canadian landings in World War II when they landed, you know, in Italy, and everybody thought, oh, it was just a waste, there was no purpose of it, but no, it was actually the Canadians stole an Enigma machine, and the capture of that Enigma machine helped them break
There's no way
Nazi
I can cross this
code.
gap. You have to go get these fireflies for me, Crouton. Be careful.
And we just learned that in the last, you know, handful of years. And granted, I'm definitely not in that history community that knows a lot about southern U.S. and slave history, so this has probably been known in certain circles for a long time. But the fact that it's, you know, coming to light and coming to such a public sphere as there's a game that touches pretty heavily on it, that's such a cool thing. Because we get to learn about people. Nope. Ants. Okay. Okay. There we go. I don't know. Makes me smile to learn about. And smile in that you're hearing, you know, you hear about the helpers. I don't need to hear any more about the people who did the herding. We need to remember them so that we don't hurt again. But it's time to hear about the helpers now. You know? Alright, Crouton.
Go give them a shake and see if they like it. Come on, Mahalia. Give me something. A way out. Anything.
That's not catfish.
You're not what I expected. That shout earlier, was that you? Oh, no, hey, my bad. I won't hurt you. I promise. Oh, this little dude? He's as small as you are big, ain't he? I don't have time to play with you. Come on, Crouton. We gotta go find Mama.
You're a long way from home, child. Remember, you'll always find your way if you keep those that walk with you in your heart.
You all right? Okay. One game, honey. And then we get you sorted out, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
gotta make the red mark go away. Notifications, can't have them.
I can hear you giggling. Hazel. Found you. Another round? Okay. Hey, but you gotta stay quiet. Dos, tres, cuatro, cinco.
Okay, I'm kind of cheating with the guide thing, but still.
This is what Mahalia wants me to do, right? Help this monster out first? There you are! You're already pretty big. But that giggling really gives you away. Last one. 1, 2.
This is cool.
3.
It's like little chill section. It had a couple of
4,
combats in it,
5.
but much more chill. Find the fireflies.
I'm coming.
Play some hide and seek.
These creatures aren't monsters. They're just waiting for someone who cares to come along. Gotcha. Okay, that was the last one. No more. Do you know a way out of here? Didn't realize this was a thing you could do. Good to know.
Nope, there's the... So, like, how do I go?
Here we go. Can't trust my own gut sometimes, but I can trust Mahalia. Cozy. A little bit of nature, some knickknacks. Very bohemian. Toys can only go so far to make a kid feel less alone out here. Is this where you sleep? Can't lie, looks pretty comfy.
We'll get the floof. We have our upgrade. How much do these upgrades cost? 120? 125. So we're almost there.
Is that you and your mama?
An old, like, very old
It's
headdress.
so hard to get back to mine.
For a fortnight, I watched over the creature some will call a monster. He was already becoming something new by the time I plucked him from the petals of a flower cradle, sprouting leaves for hair, vines for veins, and wild grapes for eyes. Swaddling him as a mother would did nothing to slow the turn. I've been wrong many times in my life, but losing this child to the old pain haunting the swamps still hurts most of all my sins.
Is this about you? Mahalia. Oh, honey. No wonder she wants me to help you. Okay, let's find a way to help you. Mahalia said to keep those who walk with and behind me in mind. Nap time, huh? Don't worry, honey. I'll be here when you wake up.
Alright, good timing.
So then I crossed paths with this fella, Rue, who told me to track him and my mama down at Kushma's Cabaret. Catfish wasn't thrilled, cautioning that it was too risky. But it was my only lead. While I gathered my spindles, I was guided by a weaver from the past, Mahalia. Then I stumbled upon a gentle creature named Honey. He seemed to be in a bind, so I felt the urge to lend a hand. But in these swamps, the air was thick with ancient secrets. had to push through to find my way out and reach my ma at Kushma's Cabaret.
Chapter 11, Muddy Waters. So we're going to watch this cinematic, and then we're going to... I think that'll be it for today.
So that wasn't you? Right. You don't talk. So what was that?
Don't talk, no.
Where are you going? Hey! Wait up! I don't think that's safe.
Just shoves the tree out of the way.
Wait!
All right. So we're going to call it there. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for joining. We'll have part 3 up. This part bit in part 2. We'll have the final part in a couple of days. 4 more chapters to go. Chapters 11, 12, 13, 14. If you're hanging out on Twitch, we're going to raid somebody here. Thanks for joining me, first of all. Really appreciate it. Let's head out and raid probably my personal favorite channel. Loading, ready, run. Let's raid them. But if everybody's ready, let's head on over to Loading, Ready, Run. Thanks for joining. We'll see you later.
So yeah, we're coming down to the wire here.
Yeah, I've got it on my phone.
The
so
countdown starts in 30 seconds. So are we watching? Are we ending the stream?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So some people were asking
to
in
go
chat
watch
too.
it on the YouTube premiere.
Yeah, but wasn't entirely clear. So
fair.
It's on, and that is going to be. I know we're
Want to
watching.
note, sorry, not to cut you off. I'm up a step.
Yeah.
From
People
Adam
like, God,
right now.
Adam is so tall. He's like,
Adam
you're
is
on an
down
apple
a
box.
step right now.
Yeah.
He's a very tall man.
This is all the house too. This house was. How do we keep ending up? Just kept going.
Will the stream be back after the episode? Yes, and it's called Friday Night Paper Fight. Yeah.
But yes, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's on the other YouTube channel, youtube.com